Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
This is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of Living Streams International, bringing you matters of faith with Graphic Online. This morning, I'd like to capture my thoughts with the words, walking benefits. Now, I'm very, very interested still in Genesis chapter 18. If you remember, now the Bible says the angels have come, or God has come to visit Abraham. 3 men had come to visit Abraham. We believe it is God. And those 3 men, the Bible says, they were walking away, they were going away. And the Bible says Abraham went with them. That means Abraham went with them. He walked with them for a particular distance. And when he began to walk with them, now Sarah stayed in there. Even after the good news, Sarah stayed in the tent. But Abraham began to walk with them to go and see them off or something like that. Now, as they were walking, and then all of a sudden, the people said, listen, let's tell Abraham what you're about to do. Because Abraham walked with them, he was able to receive divine revelation as to the future revelations. So Abraham is walking with God, but Abraham is behaving himself. And by virtue of him behaving in himself, he is qualified to receive divine revelation. You know, I remember one time my late grandfather called me. And when he called me, and then he looked around, and then he said, is anybody around? And then I said, no, nobody else is around. Then he said, sit down. There are things I need to tell you. And I'm wondering, why wouldn't he share those things with anybody? Why wouldn't he share things with my siblings? Why wouldn't he share things with other people? But he said, you sit down, and I want to tell you this. And you know what he said to me? Say it to no one. How you walk with people determines the revelations they give to you. If you walk in sleight, and if you walk in cunning craftiness with people, there'll be some vital information for your future you need. A vital information for the future you need, it will be withheld from you. Because you're not qualified to receive that information. You are not qualified to receive that because of your behavior. Abraham behaved himself with God, and his behavior qualified him to receive revelations for the future. There are some things you need to know. And somebody has to tell you those things. But your behavior will not make the person say anything. And sometimes vital information will be withheld from you, not because of anything, but because of the way you carry yourself or your character. Abraham just didn't go with them. He behaved himself with them. He behaved himself with them. Behave yourself, and you'll be qualified for information regarding the future. You'll be given pictures of the future. Abraham was told, we are about to go and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. But because of the way you have behaved with us, we will tell you. Imagine Abraham misbehaved with them. They'll just say, okay, bye-bye, and never give him a clue as to what was going to happen in the future with his nephew Lot. There are things that sometimes threaten your loved ones. There are things that threaten things or future concerning you. If you don't behave yourself well, you may not get that information. Sad to say. You are not the only person who walked into danger in the future. You are not the only person. Neither would you be the last person. Behave yourself, and you have access to information for your future. Well, the choices are always yours. See you later.